There's been a big development in the investigation of Tamil actor VJ Chitra's death. Her husband, Hemnath, in a big development, has been taken into custody. He's been arrested by the Chennai Police after due probe. Now, Hemnath was questioned for the last several days and there have been allegations against him, particularly from Chitra's family, of murder. However, he's been arrested under the suspicion of abetment of suicide. Here's what we know so far from the Chennai Police. The police have said that Hemnath reportedly scolded Chitra over some of the roles that she was playing in these TV serials and other shows that she was part of. He felt that she was part of a few intimate scenes which he didn't like, and so he objected to that. They had a fight and this led to Chitra's death. That brings me to the question, was there any foul play? The answer to that is no. The police have stated very clearly that this is a case of death by suicide. The autopsy report has confirmed that. There were questions also of scratches on Chitra's chin, which led to also a lot of speculation that there was foul play. However, the authorities have made it very clear that there was no foul play, that the scratches found on Chitra were made by her. Her nail marks, and in her nails there were residues of her skin, and this was confirmed in the autopsy report. Chitra's family, however, is not convinced. They're saying that this is a case of murder. Chitra's mother has also blamed Hemnath, her husband, who's been arrested now. But according to Chitra's mother, this is a case of murder, not one of suicide. She said that Hemnath beat Chitra, beat her daughter to death, and that he should be booked for murder. For the unacquainted, let me just give you details of what we know so far about Chitra's death. The actress, who is very popularly known as VJ Chitra, was found dead in a hotel room on December 9th. Now, according to the information that we received from the authorities, Chitra was with her husband Hemnath. They got married just a few weeks back. In fact, they had gotten engaged in August, and after that they'd gotten married, and they were seemingly a very happy couple according to all of their friends and relatives. However, they had checked themselves into a hotel after a late night shoot on December 9th. This was at about 1:30 in the morning in the outskirts of Chennai. Now, what Hemnath did tell the police was that Chitra had gone for her shower. He then stepped out, and when he came back, he couldn't open the hotel door. So then he called the hotel staff. They brought a spare key, opened the door to find her hanging from the ceiling. She was rushed to the hospital, unfortunately was brought in dead. This led to a lot of questions about what really led to her deciding to take the extreme step. Now there seems to be some clarity. It looks like it was due to personal issues, and going by what the police have said, Hemnath has been arrested for abetment of suicide because he criticized Chitra, he scolded her, and this left her feeling very, very emotional and very vulnerable. Chitra is someone who was so loved, and this news came as such a shock to her fans. She was known, of course, for her role as Mullai in Pandian Stores. She had a huge social media influence as well. Many of her friends also, who we spoke to, not just were shocked by the development, but they also did say that they found Hemnath's role to be suspicious. While they did say that this seems to be a case of suicide and not murder, they did highlight that Hemnath seemed to be putting some undue pressure on Chitra. We'll have to see how the investigation progresses, but at this point, it looks like all the blame is pinned and an abetment to suicide charge is pinned on Hemnath. As far as the question of foul play or murder angle is concerned, that so far has been ruled out by the authorities.